Monster Project.
I don't really know what just happened, but I didn't get executed. I'm not dead, somehow. I really didn't expect that to work. And now, I've got another reason to be thankful to Kirigiri. Thanks, Kirigiri. It's all because of you.
It's still too early to start celebrating. The real battle is still to come.
Yeah, I know.
But even so, I'm just as relieved as you are. Thank goodness he accepted my proposition.
Why do you think he did anyway? What does the Puppet Master gain from accepting your challenge?
He had no choice.
What?
That's what I was talking about when I said we had an advantage.
So, in the end, what was that advantage?
I didn't hear it firsthand, but the Puppet Master said that everything that happens here is being broadcast live nationwide over hijacked broadcast signals, right?
Yeah, he did.
What did you think when you heard that? It was pretty hard to believe, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Him hijacking the broadcast signal seems almost unreal.
It seems unreal because it's something that doesn't happen very often. Because it's just that difficult. But the Puppet Master pulled it off. Turning that around, it means he had some reason he needed to do it, despite how difficult it was.
A reason?
No matter what the cost, he wanted to put us killing each other on display for the world to see.
He wanted to put us on display. Killing each other?
The Puppet Master didn't just want us dead. He was determined to make us kill each other. He most likely established the school rules expressly for that purpose.
Yeah, you're right. If those rules didn't exist, nobody would have killed anyone.
Basically, the Puppet Master's objective was to make us kill each other and show that to the world.
But to what end?
More than likely as proof.
Proof?
Do you know how Hope's Peak Academy students are referred to by the general population?
Hope, right?
By plunging us, Hope, into despair and driving us to kill each other? And then putting that on display for the world, he wanted to prove that despair prevails over hope. That is the Puppet Master's goal. Super duper high school despair's goal.
Huh? To prove that despair prevails over hope? All for something so stupid?
I mean, with a name that dumb, it's kind of like a snakes on a plane sort of a thing, you know. It would ruin their image. It's certainly something the group of people called Super Duper High School Despair would come up with. People who act purely for the sake of despair.
But making people suffer for something like that is...
I understand wanting to get angry, but it's because of that reason that our advantage was born.
What?
Because the Puppet Master wanted to show us killing each other to the world, he's even more stringent than necessary about upholding the rules he established. Had he forced action, ignoring the rules, this would no longer be a coliseum, but a slaughterhouse. At the very least, that's how it would appear to the people watching.
So that's why he couldn't kill us himself?
That's the reason he couldn't kill me with his own hands. As much as I was a thorn in his side, I wasn't actually breaking the rules. So he couldn't step in and intervene directly like he did with Enoshima. He attempted to kill me using that class trial, so it would appear as though he was upholding the rules. There was no correct answer, just a setup to make me into the culprit.
But he failed.
All thanks to you. And from that failure, we gained an even bigger advantage. He tried to execute you even though you were innocent.
And since his failure was revealed on live television, he had no choice but to accept your proposal?
To prove to the world that despair prevails over hope, he needed to completely and utterly defeat us. So the revelation of the puppet master having violated his own rules was a mark against him.
And you used that against him to get him to accept your challenge?
It was you who put that hole in his defenses. We're only walking this road now because you believed in me.
I can't believe you figured all that out. I hadn't noticed anything.
No, I just reasoned it out without any solid proof and took a chance on that reasoning. Thankfully, it appears I was right.
After she said that, she let out a deep breath, like a weight had been lifted from her shoulders.
Quite frankly, I haven't been that nervous in a while.
That's not how it looked to me. Before we left to find Monokuma, you looked like you were brimming with confidence.
That's one of the fundamentals of negotiation. You need to be strong and sure of yourself. Besides, if I looked anxious, it would have just made you even more so.
She's probably right about that. As pitiful as it makes me.
But we can't just sit here clamoring about how happy we are forever. All we've attained now is a chance to continue fighting. If we don't win here, then it will all have been for nothing.
Yeah. She's right. If we don't beat the Puppet Master here, we can't make it out of here alive. Winning is our only option.
Before we begin our final investigation, we need to bring the others up to speed.
But we know who our enemy is now. So all that's left is for everyone to work together and hunt down the Puppet Master.
Everyone working together? Will it really be that easy?
Huh?
Anyway, we need to find everyone else. Let's go. I'm sure they're somewhere in their dorms.
Waiting for us in the cafeteria when Kirigiri and I arrived was... You again? Is he broken?
Being unstable is one thing, but this is ridiculous.
I know, right? And he's gone.
I wonder what that was about.
I barely had time to let out a sigh before.
What? Naegi! Is that you?
Guys!
It really is you! I can't believe my eyes! It's Naegi!
Oh, you're alive?
I swear, you're as resilient as a damn cockroach.
This is awesome, but just to be sure, you're not a ghost, are you?
There everyone was. My friends, my companions, the people I had fought alongside. The moment I saw everyone's faces, my eyes got a little misty.
Wait, what's that stench?
Oh, damn, dude! That's rank!
It's Naegi! Naegi smells like a wet dog!
Stand over there. Shou!
And with that, the tears receded.
Naegi, we don't have time to turn this into a heartfelt reunion right now, especially with these assholes. We need to tell everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Monokuma? What about him?
By the way, you gonna be alright, Negs? You're a fugitive now. It'd be bad if the Puppet Master found you.
That too has to do with what we need to tell everyone.
What we need to tell you has to do with the final class trial.
The final class trial?
We're retrying Mukuro Ikusaba's murder case.
Huh? We're retrying it?
Wait a minute! We tried it once or 1,000 times, dude! Naegi still did it, didn't he?
That's what we're saying. It wasn't me.
Naegi did not murder her. Of course, neither did I, nor did either of you.
Then, who did?
It's the Puppet Master's doing.
Huh? You're saying the Puppet Master killed Mukuro Ikusaba?
Yes, was all an elaborate trap laid out by the Puppet Master. Naegi discovered that trap and he tried to prevent it from going off. And because of that, he was sentenced to execution.
Naegi discovered the trap, you say?
I wasn't really as conscious of it as you're making me out to be, but that's cool, I guess.
However, the act of executing Naegi, who was not the culprit, is a blatant violation of the rules. The school rules say the villain will be executed. In other words, the Puppet Master broke his own rules. So we negotiated with him, asked him to grant us a retrial.
And he did? Just because he broke a rule he wrote himself?
He had no choice but to agree. You used the broadcast signal hijacking against him, didn't you?
We're on the same wavelength, I see. If you weren't such an ass, I would think you were actually attractive.
You mentioned something at the end of the last class trial. When you said, it's the Puppet Master who's been cornered, that's what you meant, isn't it?
Hey! You're leaving me in the dust here!
If you can't keep up, then ask Kirigiri or someone to explain things to you later.
So then, what are we supposed to do now?
We just need to show that it was the Puppet Master who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, right?
Surely that's not all, is it?
No, it's not. Monokuma said that for us to win this trial, we need to solve all the Academy's mysteries too.
All of the Academy's mysteries? You mean the stuff we've been investigating about all this time and still haven't learned hardly anything about?
You probably all suspect as much already, but if we lose, then all of us will be executed.
Oh shit! We'll all be executed!
Hold on! Don't you go around making challenges like that without our consent. I'm perfectly fine with the way things are, as long as my white knight is here with me.
And I'd like to get out of here as soon as possible.
Anyway, our only chance of surviving is to uncover the truth.
Which is to say, this is the deciding battle. What an interesting development.
We've got to do that on top of figuring out who the Puppet Master is and how he committed the murder.
Our plate just keeps getting bigger and bigger, dude.
But hey, unlike the other class trials we've had, we know exactly who our enemy is this time. So if we all work together, I'm positive we can figure this out.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I personally cannot concur with the proposal that everyone work together.
Why not? We're obviously better off working together if we want to solve the Academy's mysteries.
I, of course, thought the same thing. Until Monokuma said...
Until he said...
Actually, while we're at it, I'll give you one more hint. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but there are a total of 16 participants, all of whom are students, in this academic coliseum. Also, since the coliseum commenced operation, the only living humans to set foot in the academy are those very same 16 students.
I see. If that's what Monokuma says, then Kirigiri's exactly right.
Huh? Why?
Assuming as Kirigiri said, it was the Puppet Master who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, that means he's inside Hope's Peak Academy. The murder is one thing, but tampering with the crime scene to that extent with Monokuma is nigh impossible. However, based on what Monokuma said, the only living humans to have set foot in this academy are the 16 students participating in this academic coliseum.
Then, the Puppet Master's identity. There were 15 people in the entrance hall on the first day. Add Mukuro Ikusaba, and you get 16. So he's one of those 16?
Furthermore, of those 16, only the 6 of us are still alive. I believe you can figure out the rest from there.
You mean one of us is the Puppet Master? Oh, shit, I can't take it anymore.
No way!
Hold on! We can't be certain of that just yet! Monokuma could have just said that to freak us out!
That is possible, yes, but it's only one of many possibilities. The same as the possibility of the Puppet Master being in this room.
As long as that possibility exists, it cannot be ruled out.
I agree. When the title Super Duper High School Despair came to light, it became pretty clear that the Puppet Master was a student. We can't deny that he could be among us.
But if one of us really was the Puppet Master, then they would have to control Monokuma too. And yet, in all the times Monokuma's shown up, no one has ever acted that suspicious, have they?
They could have just snuck away and done it.
One of us would have noticed someone sneaking away so many times. Unless they were a ninja.
Then maybe Monokuma's completely automatic, dude! Everything he says and does is all pre-programmed!
If that were the case, he wouldn't be able to hold such natural-sounding conversations.
If someone were able to guide it through conversation, it's certainly not impossible.
Sure, I guess, but let's be honest.
May I have your attention, please? As I expect you guys are already aware, our academic coliseum is rapidly entering its final chapter, wherein all will be revealed. In the spirit of fairness, I've opened all the locks in the building. Investigate as much as you like. Solve mysteries to your heart's content. Oh, boo-boo. See you at the class trial.
How very generous of him, unlocking every door.
The time for chit-chat is over. Now we investigate.
But
I was planning to work by myself regardless. This late in the game, all I can rely on is myself, and the Togami blood coursing through my veins. You shouldn't concern yourself with others either. Just do what you need to do. Togami out, bitches.
having said that, Togami quickly left the cafeteria.
Oh, my white knight. He didn't take me with him.
Of course he didn't, dude.
Without my white knight around. You all are like a cappuccino with neither coffee nor milk. In other words, worthless to me! So, goodbye.
And with that, Fukawa too slithered out of the cafeteria.
Well, there she goes. You plan to fly solo too, Kiri?
Yes.
Which means just Negs and Hina are left. Alright, then going alone's the best option.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You just watch, dude! Me and my crystal ball are gonna blow the lid off this whole thing! Cowabunga, dude! Woo!
Hagakure's bellowing laughter filled the room and slowly faded as he left the cafeteria.
Aw, everyone really is going off by themselves.
What are you going to do, Asahina?
I guess I'll see what I can do on my own too. Don't get me wrong, it's not because I don't trust everyone, you know? It's just, I've never really been any help before. I always relied on Sakura and everyone else.
You're no help? That's not true at all! Your being here has been a huge help.
Naegi! Aw, you're too kind. I feel like I haven't been able to bring anything useful to the table. All I've done is derailed the 4th trial and caused problems for everyone. It's not even... I couldn't even save Sakura. Didn't even have anything that I particularly helped with whenever a new floor opened up. The only thing that I noticed was that there were no bathrooms on the top floor. Even everybody else seemed to understand that there were no stairs. I thought I helped, but... because now I know that we can't really go to the bathroom while we're up there. But then again, that's not too much of a problem unless you have to really go. So you could always just run downstairs or something. It's not that far, and I'm too dumb to figure out any murders. I can't even say I'm the most optimistic because you take that role. That's something you do, Naegi. I'm just here. I'm no good, Naegi. I can't do anything to help anyone, and I'm sorry. At the very least, I want to try my best and find something of value now, while I have the chance. So I'm gonna go it alone too. Having said that, I'll catch you later.
Asahina dashed out of the cafeteria. And the only ones left. It's just me and you again.
Yes, indeed.
You're investigating alone too, aren't you?
Don't misunderstand me. Just because we're investigating independently doesn't mean I'm not going to share any information with you. That's not true, and I'm sure the others feel the same way.
Yeah, she's right. So maybe we're not all investigating together, but that doesn't mean we can't cooperate. I just need to think of it as a division of labor. And after this, we're just gonna pool our results. Yeah, that works.
Alright, I should get going too. I have a lot I'd like to look into. Monokuma said he opened all the locks in the building. Which is to say, the entire academy should be open to investigation.
So we can go places we haven't been able to before.
Let's reveal the truth, Naegi. No matter what.
And then Kirigiri too left the cafeteria. And I was the only one left. I don't have time to laze around either. I've gotta get started. I just couldn't believe that the Puppet Master was one of us. So I decided I'd prove that wrong. I'll uncover the Puppet Master's real identity, solve all the Academy's mysteries, and get out of here with everyone! First, I should go back over the Monokuma file about Mukuro Ikusaba's murder. As a result of severe damage caused by an explosion, the identity of the deceased is unknown. The explosion occurred post-mortem. The deceased suffered a single knife wound to the abdomen, extending to the back of the body. There are signs of trauma visible on the back of the deceased's head, which appear to have been caused by a strike from a cylindrical object approximately the same diameter as an iron pipe. Additionally, there are numerous wounds visible in multiple locations on the deceased's body. However, these wounds were not incurred in the last few days, but at some earlier time. The person who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, they are the Puppet Master. If I want to figure out what really happened, first I should investigate the rooms that have been locked that we haven't been able to see until now. That would be the Headmaster's office, biology lab, the Monokuma door in the data processing room, and the second floor of the dormitory. The shutters should be open now too, right? Beyond that, I should probably reinvestigate areas directly connected to the murder. So the botanical garden and the dojo. Alright, let's go!
Hey, Naegi! You here to investigate too?
Yep, and you?
I'm really curious about that Monokuma door, you know? So I was thinking that since all the doors are unlocked, we should be able to go in there too. But I was too nervous to open the door by myself. 'Cause, you know, it might blow up or something. So you do it, Naegi.
I know she doesn't mean any harm by it, but is she really okay with me getting blown up? Okay, I'm opening it.
Ah! Just 1 second! I'm gonna hide in case it blows up.
As she said that, Asahina dashed away at full speed and slid underneath the desk.
All clear! You can open the door.
She doesn't mean any harm, right? Alright, here goes. I grabbed the knob tightly, turned and pushed, and the door opened with unexpectedly little resistance. Nothing exploded. However, my first impression of the room...
Whoa! It's like something out of science fiction.
You took the words right out of my mouth. What on earth is this? It's almost like some kind of control panel. It seems a bit over the top. It's like something out of a military complex.
This looks like a cockpit from a robot anime, doesn't it? If Yamada could see this, I bet he'd go nuts.
A cockpit? A door with Monokuma on it. A control panel that looks like a cockpit. Then, could this be...
Anyway, let's play around with it, yeah? I wonder what this button does.
Wait! You can't just... But I was too late. Asahina already had her finger pressed down on one of the buttons.
Did you hear something?
I think it came from the room we were just in. Which button did you push, Asahina?
I don't know what it does, but I think I hit the one here that says Data Processing Room.
Data processing room? Looking carefully at the panel, I noticed there were a list of buttons with room names written on them, including one that said Data Processing Room. That has to be the one she pushed. The Data Processing Room is the room outside. Plus, the weird sound we just heard came from that way too. Maybe we should go check it out.
Good idea! You go do it! I'm scared, so I'll stay here and cheer you on.
That sound, if my suspicions are correct, it came from Monokuma, right? Hey, you!
Rawr! Hand over your donuts!
Asahina, is that you?
Huh? How'd you know? Anyway, what the heck is this? Is it like an RC car with a camera?
You're controlling it, without knowing what it is?
I can't see what I'm controlling from here. I found something! There's a button here that says self-destruct!
Asahina, whatever you do, don't push that button!
Oh, fine.
You were going to push it? Anyway, that answers that. Now we know what the control panel in the adjacent room does.
We checked the ship, sir. We found nothing on board. Have you found any droids? Nah, pal, there's jack squat in there, but we could double check. That'd probably be good. Now I sense something I haven't felt since... Oh my god, it's Obi-Wan! Oh shit, dude!
Let's start Project!